Bogle Princeton DQ.
1580, 103.3 WPKY. Good morning, Coffee Talk. In a gorgeous, sunshiny kind of day, Shane Bogle, and it's perfect for you to be here. It's Shane Bogle from the Caldwell County Extension Office. I know they had a kind of a warning for everybody this morning. I think Judge Curling had said, it's kind of harvest time for everybody to be aware. And I will say, I could tell it was mean day yesterday because, you go down through Farmersville in an area that you could see that dust cloud. Poof. So bless their hearts. They are out on the road. So please, 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 please have patience and give them plenty of leeway and just give yourself plenty of time to go to work or wherever you're going so that you aren't in way too big of a hurry so that you don't mind, slowing down a little bit.
And I don't know if he mentioned this, but it is going to be a little bit worse this year with the ramps closed at 139 there at Katie's.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
So we have extra traffic in the big agriculture section of Caldwell with other trucks that are trying to bypass that. So we are just kind of getting the bulk of harvest started. Our corn it looks dry, test from the road, but our moisture of the grain is actually still a little higher than some like to go, in the 26, 28 range. And so that's going to be going down as long as we don't have any rain to forecast. But that will be in forecast. Looks like this weekend, a little bit of rain. So
it does. Right now, Saturday, I think, is at 30%.
Yeah.
So I don't think it doesn't look like we're going to have a gully wash.
Maybe it will increase the way our temperature has been increasing this week.
We were just talking about it. I told him, I said, I really, David Powell, I'm just so mad at him because he promised me that this week I was going to see lower temperatures, and guess what? I have not. It's now 90. I'm too fat and old for this mess, David. Mama needs a break. But in all seriousness, they are also, the county crews are kind of out, and they're really trying to play catch up a little bit because of the other weather being so wet for so long.
Right.
They're trying to get a lot of their mowing done at the same time that harvest is kind of kicking in.
And we're about a week and a half behind where we normally are in harvest because of the wetter weather. So they are going to be running combines. They're big, they're slow, but they're not that slow. So just take in the sights and be patient.
Well, and of course, again, they're trying to make up and get it done while what is that saying? While make hay while the sun shines. And they're trying to take advantage of these pretty days too. So
we were spoiled last year. The bulk of harvest for corn harvest was done in about a 2.5-3 week period. We didn't have any rain during that time. Wow. And I talked to, there was several farmers that did not have a single rain day harvest delay in corn harvest last year.
Isn't that something?
That is, but I don't imagine that's going to happen this year if we follow the trend that this year has been going on.
Well, and you think about it, it's coming, we just started bow season for deer too. So a lot of that, everything is just kind of just slow down. Leave yourself twice as long as you need to get to work.
Well, we are still socially distancing, and we're following some of that protocol, and we've got lots of good stuff with Extension that's going on. And I heard you mention the horticulture webinar series that is still going on, and the specific one for today at 1 o'clock is pruning trees and shrubs in the landscape.
That's hard to know. It's kind of like when you look at a bonsai tree. I don't see how they do that because where do you start and where do you stop? And if me and the clippers get after something, it's way too much.
Well, with our fruit trees, when we're pruning those in the wintertime, the fellow that trained me, he said, if you don't stand back and say, "Oh, what have I done?" then you're just about getting there where you need to be.
Really?
So especially with our fruit trees. Now, pruning our shrubs and landscape stuff is a little bit different, and this webinar today will be addressing that. So I've had a lot of calls, a lot of landscape calls this year, and some of them are pruning related. So get on that Zoom link. You can find that link is on my Facebook page. It was shared just yesterday. So you can find that link, and is the same link every week that gets you to that. So that's at 1 o'clock today. Yes.
Well, and I'll admit, when I always want to prune is at the worst times of the year because it's when they're smacking me in the head when you go past on the mower. And those are usually the ones that get a little too much pruning. But I will say, my dad is always after me about that because he's saying, it's going to make them better and come back fuller next year. And he is right.
That's
Most of the time, it is a really good thing.
There's another good series that is going on. Now, this one is not on our Zoom. This one is on the YouTube page. It is on Facebook, and it is also on the YouTube channel, two different YouTube channels of the University of Kentucky, is a Weaning 101 workshop for our beef farmers.
Oh, wow.
This is a series that is actually starting today. Will be a series of videos for 8 straight weeks on just weaning the herd, because, it's getting about that time.
It was that time for one of my neighbors. You know how I know?
That is a noise that you cannot mistake.
That is a special kind of loud. I mean, it just is.
So they're starting today, and those videos will be released on the UK Beef IRM page, also on our Kentucky Beef Network Facebook page, and the Kentucky Beef IRM has a YouTube channel. So you're not tied down to a Zoom meeting where you've got to be there. These are pre-recorded for you to come back and watch at your convenience. But they're going to be releasing those one week starting today with an overview of weaning strategies with our Dr. Jeff Limcooler, who's our beef specialist out of Lexington, and using proper beef quality assurance techniques. So when we are weaning those, we're talking about vaccines, we're talking about worming, we're talking about making sure we're going through our health protocol. So that's moving them through the chute. And following those beef quality assurance standards are very important starting at that point. If they're in that chute, we've got to follow those protocol, because we want the beef, when it gets to that killing floor, to look nice and be good quality beef, not have injection site blemishes and bruises and stuff like that. So following those beef quality assurance techniques will be talked about also. And on week 2, we're talking about preconditioning our calves. We talked a little bit about that last time that I was here, and the importance and profitability. Let's retain those animals a little bit longer, put a little bit more money in the pocket instead of sending it to the feedlot. So again, that's going for 8 straight weeks starting today. I'm not sure the time that they will upload those, but if you're interested in that, there is a link on our Facebook page. And if you just type in UK Beef IRM into a Google search, all of those options will come up for you to watch that.
And I saw one right on top of the other that is helpful, because you go from weaning and all of that stuff.
Yeah, week 2, preconditioning. Week 3, feeding considerations for weaned calves. That's a different deal. And then grading.
Now, see, if you weren't in FFA or 4-H growing up, this is where it'll come in handy when you go to the auction and you want to pick up a couple of animals or a couple of guys of livestock. You say, well, I don't. What am I looking for?
That's right.
Well,
and
fat don't cut it.
If we're looking at a sales sheet from a livestock barn, we've got shorts, we've got heavies. So there's a lot of different things and different categories that those animals, depending on their size, their frame size, fit into. And grading is also important, where that may not be an animal that you need to keep. If it's got some problems, if it's double muscle, if it's got things going on that's not going to carry through that feeding process, that one may need to go on a trailer and go on. So,
well, and even down to how you trailer them and how much weight they lose in the trailer. I mean, there's all kinds of different things to look at. And I'll tell you, my dad, when I was growing up, I always asked him, like, how did you figure it out, Dad? Well, what did you do to find? He said, well, he had to go back and forth to the library and check out a whole bunch of books over the years to try to figure out how to build things and do things. And I think this is so cool, because this is right there online.
Yep. And it will be a click away for those technology folks. And
right.
This all stuff is also in print through the university. That's available through our publications. Going on to week 5, economic considerations for preconditioning. Some years we are financially better off to do that than we are others, and seeing where that market is and where they think that's going. So Dr. Kenny Burdine, who's our ag economist, will be talking about that. And then infrastructure. We talked about this last week too. If you do not have proper places to hold those calves, that balling will end, and you'll think, why did they stop balling? And that was probably because they got out and are back across the farm with their mom. Traceability and value-added marketing, very important topic to making sure that we follow that animal that we sell plumb through to slaughter.
See, I like the idea of that, but that is hard to do. So
yes,
that's
right.
Help you.
And then our new beef specialist, Dr. Katie Van Valen, will finish that up on week 8, incorporating different technologies in to that preconditioning and weaning process.
I'll tell you, that right there is a mouthful, really and truly. I mean, that's a lot of helpful information that can really get somebody through their garden and their cattle and weaning and the whole 9 yards.
And check out that Beef RM YouTube channel. There's other videos there that they've been doing through this on different topics, from forages to feed, byproducts, things like that.
That forage one was really good, by the way, because that can be confusing.
She did a very good job. That was very good, and that was some nice looking pasture that was done in. And of course, that's what a research farm is for: is to try those both economically and logistically to see if it's going to work and if it's feasible to promote that to a large-scale cattle operation.
Well, about the only thing that's more confusing than how to know when to pour things on them and when to wean them and how to do it is maybe what to have in the pasture and what's better and what's just a filler. And that's, whew.
We spent a lot of time with that in extension. Forages is a big thing in Caldwell County. And since I have been here, I have seen a major shift in paying more attention to those forages, especially stored forages, anything that we're baling or wrapping for haylage, and getting to the promoting of testing that material to know what quality it is and when to feed that at certain times of the year. We're doing a much better job of that than we've done in the last 20 years.
Well, used to all you heard was Kentucky 31 or fescue or crabgrass, and that was about all or maybe orchard. But now, I mean, the things that you hear a lot about.
A great variation in a complete grazing system where you just had pastures and all the gates was open. Now,
right.
Rotating those. Well, on that beef vein, the last thing to talk about today is our 2020 Beef Bash is going to be 100% virtual this year. They will not have the big tent in the field. Hate that for the research and the things that's been done, not being able to visually see that. But that will be on a virtual. Pre-registration is required for that. And if you type in 2020 Beef Batch Virtual, it will take you right to the Beef IRM website, and all of the schedule is there. And I did print that. It is all day.
Oh, wow.
Long day to sit at a computer and watch these, but they will be recorded. So if you can't finish the day and need to come back and see those will be available. They're starting at 9 o'clock in the morning with a welcome and overview from Dr. Richard Coffey, who used to be our swine specialist here at Princeton, was the director for a while. He is now the department chair of animal science at UK, at Lexington. And he's going to be an overview and welcome to what's going on, and they're going to talk about the beef breeding program, the research center, everything. It is a great day. A Kentucky Cattlemen's Association update, weed control and productive pastures, that pasture that the video we was just talking about.
Right.
That had definitely had some weed control that went on in that pasture.
It looked like it was hand-picked.
And a very good topic kind of toward the end of that day is strategies for marketing calves this fall. And we're definitely in a volatile market this year. It has been all over the board, but we've seen some pretty steady things going into this fall. So using drones on the beef operation. So technology, it's everywhere around us, and it is available in agriculture to a level most folks don't realize.
You talk about a game changer, though. If you can fly over 1,200 acres versus having to walk the fence, I mean, when you think about that, that's a game changer.
It is. So if you're interested in signing up for that, the schedule, everything is on that Beef IRM. Just type that in, 2020 Beef Batch Virtual Schedule. You'll come to the Beef IRM website. You click to register, and they'll send you the link and everything that you need for that.
Just grill your steak ahead of time and watch your video. You'll never know the difference. It'll be just like you're there. Right?
That's right. Comfort of your home.
Depends on how good you cook. But, I mean, we got enough in the Cattlemen's Association.
Well, it'd be hard to beat what comes off those cattlemen's grills at Beef Bash.
I will say, that's what everybody's missing. You know that. They're like, the videos are fine. I just wonder, does the steak come along with it? Are you going to mail it to me? What? We appreciate you, Shane. We do. Because I know you guys got your hands full. Of course, 4-H starting up. This is when everybody's got to get signed up for that.
And of course, we are open. The lobby's open 8 to 4:30, Monday through Friday. I think a couple days a week are closed during lunch, just depending on staff schedule if we're coming and going. But we are open, so call and 365-2787 or come by the office and see us.
Well, I know this is also the time when people start thinking about fall fertilizer and lime and that sort of thing.
Soil tests are starting to come in. Be thinking about that. We do always have a pretty good run on that. If think ahead and get something sent, it's not taking very long for things to get back. But when we get a lot coming in, and most folks are waiting for a little bit moisture to get that probe in the ground. We had a guy in yesterday that he said this wasn't as easy to get as it was the spring.
I bet.
But, so if you want to wait for some moisture to come, but definitely think ahead if you have soil testing that needs to be done and get that to us.
Well, and when they're doing their pruning, if they have any trouble with that tree or bush, they could bring that prune right to you, right?
Well, what we was dealing with yesterday on that test was a growth of shrubs that was having some deficiencies, and the only way to know what those deficiencies were was soil test.
There you go. I'm telling you, it just writes itself, doesn't it? Shane Bogle at 365, 2787. And what's y'all's website up there?
If you type in Caldwell County, Kentucky extension, it'll get you there. Make sure this is Kentucky because you'll end up North Carolina if you just type in Caldwell County extension.
Let's not do that. Thank you so much. Highway 62 West, 365 at 2787, Caldwell County Extension Office. Shane Bogle, thank you.
Fight Procrastination Day is, well, it was Sunday. We're giving in to the habit of procrastination today with an extra discount. A bit late. Get an extra 15% off your order total all day today when you use promo code LATE in the name of putting things off. Enter in the promo code LATE today only and save. Don't be late.
Click on Loyal Listener Big Deals at WPKYOnline.com.
Hi, this is Kelly Martin of Pennyroyal Hospice, and we are proud to be a part of the greatest comeback of all time.
Some of the best times are on the lake, eating your favorite food, sipping on a drink, and listening to live music. The Summer Concert Series at Eddy Creek Marina Resort is open for business. Live bands every Saturday night. Sit back and grab some of your favorites at Echo Charlie's, like the homemade crab cakes, Bubba's Key West Salt Rings, or the hand-patted Barkley Burger, pontoon rentals, cabins, and more to enjoy at Eddy Creek Marina and Echo Charlie's this summer.
If you really enjoy the stories you hear on Traveling the Bluegrass, we'd like to invite you to listen to the whole visit uncut. Just type youragadge.com into your browser. You'll find Traveling the Bluegrass uncut stories in long form, so you don't miss a thing. You'll also find lots of ag news and farm pictures from across the Commonwealth. You can also find all the Kentucky communities that Traveling the Bluegrass can be found. Remember to visit youragadge.com.
The Cat's Tail Used Books in downtown Princeton encourages you to enjoy the annual Black Patch Festival coverage on WPKY. Even though there's no actual festival, we must celebrate the many successful years of Black Patch, 50 to be exact. Maggie Gammon, owner of the Cat's Tail Used Books, is a huge supporter of all things historical, and that includes the Black Patch Festival. Thanks, Maggie, for supporting Princeton, and thanks for having a great bookstore for all to enjoy. Visit the Cat's Tail Used Books anytime you can.
Your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast is brought to you by Fredonia Valley Bank.
Our WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast for today, it looks like sunshine all the way up to 90. We got rid of that fog, and now the temperature is going to climb today. Of course, we'll take that. We need some sunshine. Tonight, clear and 66. Tomorrow, patchy fog in the morning when you hit the porch, and then mostly sunny by mid-morning. High 87 for the day. On Friday, we'll kick off the football weekend. Sunshine, high 85, and then on Saturday and Sunday, there is a chance of some showers and thunderstorms over the weekend. Highs sticking in the mid-80s. It is 71 at 844, 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
You're invited to join us for a special celebration on Saturday, September 12th from 9 a.m. till noon on 1580, 103.3 WPKY as we have a virtual celebration of the Black Patch Festival. We'll tell you things about Black Patch you never knew. This special program is brought to you in part by
Pennyroyal Hospice, The Cat's Tails Used Books, Clint's Body Shop, Big John'z BBQ, and Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique.
Labor Day savings end today at Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress with 5 years interest-free financing and zero money down. Ditch that old sofa you spent so much time on lately and get a fresh new look for your home. With no money down, you can get what you want right now. Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress, where you always get the best selection, the best furniture at the best price. On the Boulevard in Hopkinsville.
Herb Hayes Furniture, always the best.
Out of an abundance of caution and in your best interest, public access to the Princeton Electric Plant Board office is restricted. Normal business operations will continue utilizing the drive-through window. Bill payments using online methods, bank drafts, and credit cards are encouraged, but checks and cash will continue to be accepted methods of payment. Utilizing the free online payment system from the comfort of your own home is both safer and more efficient for you. You will only need your account number, which is located on your bill, and a credit card or debit card to use this convenient feature. In an effort to help our community and assist our neighbors during this time of uncertainty, Princeton Electric Plant Board invites customers to call the office if they need additional time to pay their electric bill due to the loss of work. We appreciate our customers and look forward to working through this together.
Don't use tires and wheels, where the customer is always number one. So when life's throwing you a number two, just remember, Dunk's Tires and Wheels, because we'll be here for you. We sell used custom wheels and tires and do plug and patch repair. We have all tread styles and sizes in stock. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5, and on call for emergencies. Call 270-963-6391. Dunk's Used Tires and Wheels, where the customer is always number one.
Hancock's Neighborhood Market on Commerce Street in Cadiz is the place to shop for delicious homemade goodness. Hancock's makes their own fresh chicken salad, pimento cheese, salads, and a variety of mouthwatering desserts, sure to please your entire family. While at Hancock's, be sure to visit their meat department for the best selection of USDA choice meats in the area. Hancock's Neighborhood Market in Cadiz, hometown homemade goodness, and the Hancock name you know and trust for quality for your family. Hancock's Neighborhood Market on Commerce Street in Cadiz.
1580, 103.3 WPKY. And of course, Caldwell County football time is among us, but sports time is among us. Of course, tomorrow, don't forget about our Caldwell County volleyball. Our Lady Tigers are going to be playing volleyball. Our Lady Tigers and Tiger soccer teams were already active this week. We've got our Caldwell County football team, our high school football team, that is. It has their big home game to start their season this Friday under the lights at Tiger Stadium. And then on Saturday, of course, we've got our Caldwell County Middle School that's going to take the field. The Caldwell County Middle School football team. So don't forget about that. Those kids could always use your support. They really work hard. And then on Monday, of course, we've got our JV. So they're going to be at Tiger Stadium. I'll tell you, we've got a lot of kids that are really getting out there. They're just playing their guts out, and we really do appreciate all the hard work they put into it because they're representing us in Caldwell County, and we that takes a lot of time and a lot of effort. The coaches are putting in an awful lot of time and effort. So here's, if you haven't gotten your season passes, I had a couple of questions again a few minutes ago. I want to make sure that everybody is clear as mud on how to get a hold of these things the best way that we can. Season passes for the Caldwell County Tigers. Now, this is including the soccer team, ladies and the guys. This is also in the Lady Tiger volleyball team, and this is a Caldwell County High School football team. Okay. So those season passes are available today. They decided to be outside and kind of hang out the way they did yesterday and to see if anybody needs those passes. So they've extended it another day. If you'd like to go out and get your season passes, maybe you weren't available to do that yesterday, you can do that today, okay? The same way. Just pull up to the front of the high school at the Caldwell County High School at the top of the hill, and they'll be able to hook you up. Now, if you can call them today, you can go ahead and pre-order it or order your season passes, and they will make arrangements for you to come and pick those up. So maybe you're at work or whatever. They're going to try to make sure that everybody gets those season passes that needs to. We do not, and they do not guarantee that how many tickets will be available at the gate, or if there is, hardly going to be any available at the gate. There is no promise to that. So if you would like to ensure that you get to sit at that stadium, at Tiger Stadium, on Friday and the rest of the season as well, you need to pick up those tickets, because there is no guarantee past those season passes at the individual tickets for individual games and individual volleyball games and soccer matches. There's no promises on that. So you need to pick up your season passes. It's well worth it. It's, you're comforted in knowing that you don't have to worry about it. How about that? Now, the middle school, I've heard about, do they have season passes? Okay. Caldwell County Middle School football. Here's the way that I understand it. The best way I understand it is that, of course, outside of parents of the players themselves, whatever is left, there may or may not be some there at the gate. They're not making any promises as far as individual tickets, but there is no season passes. They are going to, from what I understand, the parents are going to have access to some tickets for the children. Again, everything is limited. They're not going to let you just go in there and buy 5,000 tickets at once. So it's, they're trying to be as fair as they can. Look, in the grand scheme of things, it is not going to be like it normally is. We've got a few challenges this year. Being able to grab tickets is a little different, but hey, we get to buy tickets and we get to go watch our kids play. And that is, and our kids get to compete and they get to be involved. And that in itself is a blessing. And whatever I got to do to help that, and we thank our Beth Mann and our Edge Media Group, YourSportsEdge.com, for trying their best to make that happen and to go out of their way to do that. And we appreciate that very much. Now, if it does happen where you can't go to the game, or you weren't able to do that, this is what we're doing. On Tuesdays, you're going to listen to soccer, and it's going to be, we did Soccer Tuesday last year, and that was brought back this year, and I was really kind of looking forward to that because I thought that was wonderful, and that's something that we really are looking forward to having throughout the season so that you don't have to miss a minute of Lady Tiger soccer or Tiger soccer. Now, of course, yesterday they were at home against Trigg County, so that was on the air last night. We do carry those soccer games on Tuesday on WPKY, and all you have to do is have your cell phone or your free WPKY app. It is that simple. Just turn it on. You can take us anywhere. And, of course, that's 1580 AM and 103.3 FM on WPKY. And, of course, that's Soccer Tuesday. On Volleyball Thursday, the Lady Tigers are going to be on the air as well, and we love having those ladies on the air, and Coach Kortner, and love supporting them. I'll tell you, I have gotten such a kick out of listening to them and really kind of keeping up with them. Those our Lady Tiger volleyball team is just ridiculously good. They just really are. They have really, really, really worked hard, and we've got a really solid team, so we need to support those ladies as well. Now, Caldwell County Tiger football, not only is it going to be on the air on Friday, but it's also going to be on our website. We've got we're streaming it live. You don't have to miss a minute visually or being able to hear it. My favorite thing is to watch the game and listen to it on the radio because Bob and Dennis are amazing. Of course, Dennis Stevens and Bob Hayes going to be calling the game again. Of course, Todd Griffin will be giving you extra information. It's just going to be a really great thing. Now, I want you to be very careful, though. There is a site out there that is a scam, and that's on social media platforms. And never, ever, ever are we going to ask you to pay money to watch our live feed. You don't have to fill out a bunch of forms. All you have to do is go to our website, WPKYonline.com. You click on the Watch Now. That it is literally that simple. You don't have to register for anything. We're not going to ever ask you for any money or anything like that. We want you to be able to see our kids and our Tigers play. So just be aware of that. Don't be signing up for anything, thinking it's ours and it's not. Just kind of use your noodle on that one because if it doesn't say WPKY on it, it is not us. And you need to go to our website to be able to access that. Okay, and then I do believe that we're the only ones doing it. So that's. Just kind of a heads up, okay? Just be aware of that. And, of course, again, on Saturday, you can pick up the middle school football team and watch them in action out at the Tiger Stadium, and then Monday is going to be JV football. So, hopefully, you got all of that down. If you don't, here's where you can find it at. Guess what? That same website, because that's where everything is at. From if you didn't hear the obituary, if you didn't hear all of the news, you got a direct link to YourSportsEdge.com or to find a job. It's all at one location, WPKYonline.com.
The voice of Caldwell County. We're 1580, 103.3 WPKY Princeton.
Have you been to Big Deal Store yet? Go to WPKYonline.com and click on Loyal Listener Big Deals. The other day, I redeemed a gift certificate on my smartphone. It was so easy. Thanks to Loyal Listener Big Deals, I found new places to eat, have fun, take the family out, and get my car fixed. With loyal listener big deals, you can save money and try new businesses. Go to WPKYonline.com. But you better hurry. You never know how long each deal will last.
1580, 103.3 WPKY. I'll tell you, this is why I love our coaches and our teams and our players. I just got a message from Coach K. This is what I love about our team. I just love that. Coach K just wanted to give everybody a heads up because I didn't have the information, but now I do. How about that? The middle school football tickets, and I've gotten several messages about that this morning specifically. They will be on sale today and Friday from 3 to 5 at the middle school. Are you hearing me? Listen to this. Heads up. Middle school football tickets are going to be on sale today and Friday, 3 to 5 at the middle school. Cost is $5. Don't miss out on that. These kids work so hard. They really do, and our coaches do. Thank you, Coach K. So make sure that you get a hold of that, all right? It's 1580, 103.3 WPKY. Gorgeous day. Let's check it one more time. Our WPKY Weather Center forecast for today. It's a beautiful day to go buy some tickets to go watch football and volleyball and soccer. That's what I think. And by the way, Zeke Jameson went fishing yesterday. I don't know how many he caught, but I bet you the size of the fish are going to keep getting bigger the more he tells them stories. So as long as Johnny let him in the boat. Somebody asked him how many he caught. Let's compare notes to what he told everybody. We love you, Zeke. Mostly clear tonight, low 66. Tomorrow, patchy fog, mostly sunny, high 87. Friday, sunny and 85. It is 73 at 8:57, 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast is brought to you by Treasures Remembered.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Joe Biden campaigns in Warren, Michigan today. President Trump says to supporters in Winston-Salem, North Carolina about coronavirus restrictions requiring masks and limiting the size of gatherings in some places.
If you're willing to riot and stand on top of each other's face and do whatever the hell you want to do, you're allowed to do that because you're considered a peaceful protester. So we decided to call all our rallies peaceful protests.
The Republican county leader there had requested that the president wear a mask at the event, but he did not. President Trump is nominated for next year's Nobel Peace Prize by a member of Norway's parliament, Christian Tybring-Jetty, telling the Fox News Rundown podcast.
His latest effort, which resulted in the peace between the UAE and Israel, is a tremendous effort, and this could be to inspiration for other Arab nations to make peace with Israel. It's really worth the Nobel Peace Prize.
America's listening to Fox News.
Life is filled with moments. Moments we share with those we love, worry about, and strive to protect the most. At Woodman Life, we provide life insurance and retirement products to help protect you and your family so that you can enjoy all the moments to come.
This is Josh Ray, your local Woodman Life agent. Come see us at 1009 West Main Street or give us a call at 365-6111.
Certain eligibility and age restrictions apply. Woodman of the World Life Insurance Society, Omaha, Nebraska.
You're invited to join us for a special celebration on Saturday, September 12th from 9 a.m. till noon on 1580 103.3 WPKY as we have a virtual celebration of the Black Patch Festival. We'll tell you things about Black Patch you never knew. This special program is brought to you in part by
Pennyroyal Hospice, The Cat's Tails Used Books, Clint's Body Shop, Big John'z BBQ, and Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique.
We at the Edge Media Group believe in the power of prayer. That's why we're asking you to pray for our community. It's simple. Just record yourself on your phone and email us your prayer. Give your name and record your prayer. We'll do the rest. Email your prayer to prayerswpky@gmail.com. We'll broadcast a community prayer on this station every day around 10 in the morning and 10 in the evening. Before our morning prayer at 10, we will ring bells as requested by Governor Andy Beshear. We will get through this together.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Trying to maximize fuel economy? A fuel system cleaner should help. It restores your fuel system to help improve gas mileage. Right now, we have buy one, get one free Chevron Techron Complete Fuel System Cleaner, plus a $1 bonus reward if you're an AutoZone Rewards member. And you can get what you need fast, your way, with our free same-day pickup. Getting the job done just got easier. Restrictions at AutoZone.com.
serving Caldwell County since 1950. We're 1580, 103.3 WPKY Princeton.
This year, teachers are learning new ways to teach. Parents are learning to lesson plan, and young minds are learning a new definition of classroom. This year, we're all students, learning what it takes to make this work. At Verizon, we're enabling education wherever or however students need this year. With credentialed teacher training, free lesson plans for parents, and tech-enabled solutions for schools nationwide. It's Citizen Verizon in action. Our plan for economic, environmental, and social advancement.
Your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast is brought to you by Community Medical.
Your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast. Sunshine, warm, and dry conditions for the remainder of the week. But once we get into the weekend, we're going to see a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Today, we're going to see sunshine warming up to 90 degrees. Overnight, a mostly clear sky, low around 66. Tomorrow morning, some patchy fog around the region. Otherwise, we're going to see a mostly sunny sky warming up to 88 degrees. But again today, sunny sky, high around 90.
At First Southern National Bank, we place a high value on the well-being of our customers and communities. With that in mind, we are taking steps that demonstrate how much we care about you. Our drive-through lanes will be available for daily needs, while in-person services can be scheduled by appointment. Take advantage of our online banking, our mobile banking app, and a friendly team member answering your call. Visit fsnb.net to learn more. First Southern National Bank, member FDIC.
In 1950, a Ford car cost between $1,339 to $2,262. And WPKY was on the radio. We're celebrating 70 years of community service. 1580, 103.3 WPKY.